You can check out all the episodes of The Table of Truth on our website, www.tableoftruth.com. All right. Welcome, everybody, to The Table of Truth. This is your man, Cam. As always, is with me.
Yo, what's up? It's your man, Pope, back from Oblivion.
Yo, what up, guys? It's Tyler Durden, a.k.a. Dwayne, a.k.a. You're Not Your Fucking Khakis.
And absent is Mr. Ant. He might be joining us at a later date, but we'll see what's up. And today we got a little special list. We're going to go straight into the Pacquiao and Mayweather fight, or should I say Mayweather and Pacquiao fight. All three of us watched it, so we can all give our kind of a commentary. It was the fight of the century. Boom, boom, boom. But actually, it was more of a dud.
Fight of the century, yo. Greatest fight I've ever seen in my life.
It was all right.
You say what? Oh, they said wait.
Nah, but yeah, the fight just passed. Everybody plopped down their $100 or $20 to get into a cigarette at a bar, and we all know the outcome was Mayweather. Was it unanimous by decision? Right?
Yeah, it was a unanimous decision.
That the fight was terrible.
So he
it was
moved to 48-0. But what do you guys think? What was your what? Dwayne, yeah, what?
Pope, you can start it off.
Yeah.
No. You're the sports guy, yo.
A resident sports commentator.
Well, I don't think you had to be a sports guy to watch this fight, evident by you watching it, Pope. Dig. I'm just about to but I mean, honestly, it was. I watched it twice yesterday too because I hear echo now because I was drinking when I was watching the fight, so I got a little distracted. So when I knew it was whack when I was watching it, but when I watched it again, it's just a waste of time, man. It was a waste of money. It was overhyped. I've been watching boxing since the 80s. I was gonna say since I can remember, which has been the 80s, but I can't remember another sporting event that was that hyped up and that terrible in my lifetime. Like as a fan of the sport, as someone who wants to have people watch boxing, it's shit. And look who joined 30 minutes later.
Yeah, it was more of like
everybody.
Hey, hello, Mr. Singleton. Welcome.
I was actually I didn't know what time it was actually starting, so I stepped out for a second.
No problem. You're joining in progress. And we're talking about the Mayweather Pacquiao fight. We just started talking. But anyways, yeah, it was pretty.
I'm a voice my opinion when you're done.
Nah, it was pretty boring. I mean, like when I was really into boxing was more like Roy Jones Jr. era, I guess. You know, like Felix Trinidad and like Oscar De La Hoya. Like around that time when I actually really paid attention. After that, kind of just fell off. But after watching it from such a long time, probably like what was that 10 years maybe? It was pretty bleh overall.
There was nothing exciting about that fight.
Yeah.
All those people who spent all their money to sit ringside, they I mean, hopefully they were rich, so they didn't waste their money. But that fight was a waste of money.
Yeah, like I was telling D earlier, they during Floyd's show at back access when he's practicing, he shows more fighting than he does in actual fight, and something's wrong with that, man. When your practice is better than your actual fight, I'm not feeling that. And for 1.3 million a minute, you could at least give us a couple of punches, man. Just a few, man.
Might as well hug a punching bag and just show us what you were gonna do during the fight.
Yeah. Me and Poe watching the fight, we damn near he on the phone. I'm talking to mother-in-law. It was just like, wow, this is supposed to be the biggest fight of the year, and it was like nobody's into it. Nobody. Quiet.
Yeah, I think people who went to Vegas are probably the most upset because they was expecting to get something out of it. Like I know they pay a grip to get those tickets, Joe.
Well, yeah, I feel like those people that went, like I was saying, you got to be rich. Like you know what I mean, like Tom Brady, Denzel Washington, those people front row, the famous people. But I get what you're saying, Paul. But if you Joe Schmo and you trying to burn your money and you went for that fight, I know you tight.
Nah, but hold on. What about people buying tickets? You buying food for your party? You buying drinks? You probably gonna miss rent. Might be late because of that. Nah, you supposed to have something bigger than that, man. You pretty much told the average non-boxing fan, yo, come watch us, mothers, kids. It's gonna be the best performance in the world. And like D said, it was fencing with gloves on. And it's not cool, man. Like basketball got boring. They had to change up their offense and defense to make the game more up tempo for the fans. Football, you can't pretty much touch the quarterback no more. Why? Those are the guys that sell the tickets. So it's like if they can do it, you have to do it too. You have to be obligated to fight. You cannot just go in the ring, block, run, block, run, and then say, "Well, I didn't get hurt." But this is a gladiator sport. You gotta
Yeah,
bleed a little bit,
think
man.
about it.
but
They're
the good thing,
gladiators. Go ahead.
oh, what I was gonna say is the opposite of that is, and actually Byron, shout out to Byron, had a good point when he was like, when you want to see boxing, if you want to see boxers, you watch boxing. If you want to see fighters, you watch UFC. And boxing kind of got to
Since
that
when?
more.
Since when?
Well, I mean, just
Since when?
look at Floyd's last like 10 fights. Like he hasn't really been brawling in a while. Like when's the last time he actually brawled? Like either the person that I think I put it up on the table of truth today. He was
But
talking about
it's not
how
about. It's not.
no,
Yeah.
the reason I was saying is the dude on the article said, or the guy was saying that it was Pacquiao's fight to lose because he's known as a brawler, throwing mad punches and all that. He actually threw less punches than he normally does, and he knows how Floyd fights. He knows he's a technical dude. He knows he's a defensive dude, and so it's interesting that it was much like more on what the article was saying. Was more on
Well,
Pacquiao than Floyd, just because saying this is almost like Pacquiao's like, let me go in here, get my little retirement money, do the bare minimum that I got to do, and then keep it moving.
yeah,
But that
and
that just looks bad for boxing
Yep,
overall, though. Like if
yep.
that's how you fight, and I mean, Floyd hasn't been in wars. He's never really
Mm-hmm.
been in a war since early in his career. But his fight with Cotto, that was some excitement there. His first fight with that Spanish dude who he fought twice recently. I'm trying to remember his name.
Canelo.
Uh, no. Damn, he fought him twice, and
who
Floyd did. Well, who's the Spanish dude, man?
that he fought twice. He fought
Recently.
That young kid.
not Ortiz. It wasn't Ortiz.
This
It
dude's
was,
from like
Maidana.
Maidana. The first Maidana fight, Maidana was doing what I guess people thought Pacquiao was going to do, pressing the issue, jumping all over Floyd, making him
Yep.
uncomfortable.
Yep.
But I mean, I'm reading about this Pacquiao shoulder injury. This is pretty serious from what
Yeah.
they're saying.
Yeah,
And if you
yeah.
delayed that fight,
Yeah.
then you would have got murdered.
Yeah,
There's no way he
pretty
could
much.
have. You know what I mean? If he delayed the fight, it would have been over. But
Yo,
Yeah.
in terms of a boxing fan, with a fight like that, you can't delay this fight. The amount of people that spent the money that came out there, Sports Center, ESPN was out there for a whole week. Like it would have been tough to say, "Hey, my shoulder's messed up." But
yeah.
with that being said, all I'm saying is I can't think of another thing. Forget sporting events. I can't think of another thing in history that has been more overhyped and this bad.
Only Congo. That's about it.
I mean, Congo might be up there. Maybe After Earth. Maybe
Yo.
Yeah.
maybe Speed Racer.
Nah, but what really was the final moment for me is when I'm watching a fight and Floyd pops himself said, "Yo, are you scared? Why are you not throwing punches?" And they asked that question during the interview. I sit up 2:30 in the morning to hear that shit. Floyd goes, "But my pops don't know that Pacquiao is a dangerous person. That's a risk." I'm like, yo, but you're the champion. How are you saying it's a risk? It's called boxing. You cannot say you're the best, but you don't want to get hit. And your own father even telling you to fight. Why are you not? I taught you how to fight since you was a little kid. You know how to fight. You're doing these pop shots all the way to 1 to 12 rounds. That's not boxing.
It's
It's
not.
boxing. It's not boxing, man.
I mean, it is.
No,
You're right.
it's Olympic style boxing. It's not. It's not. It's not pro. It's not
Yeah.
the way he fights. And granted, he's undefeated, but his legacy is about money. His legacy is won't be about
Everything.
anything in
Biggest
the
purse.
ring. Yeah, it won't be
And
about the battles and like that. He doesn't realize that. Like,
Yo, D, that Roy Jones.
wait, I don't even know where I got cut off at. Yo, I just caught a cramp. Someone take over my leg.
all right. So yeah. All right. So now we're back. Um, talking good fights to technical fights to good boxing as opposed to a good showmanship. I guess you want to put it that way. Um, but that's the counter argument I've been hearing. It's just like if you watch Floyd or you've been watching him, the way he fought was pretty much how he normally does. So they're not surprised that he was going more defense, ducking mad punches, blah 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 blah. Although in terms of an actual fight and performance, it's boring as hell.
But Cam, we understand we know how you fight, but we also know that this is over 500 million people watching this, and this is the time where you're supposed to put on the show for your sport. I don't want to hear I'm not doing it for the sport no more. I don't love it. I'm doing it for a check because you're representing boxing as a whole. Boxing is what got you rich.
But
So
I'm
for you to come on and
wondering
say
though.
I don't,
So
yeah,
so so you at 47-0 fighting somebody and you know how to box, like technical and all that stuff. You haven't knocked anybody out in a little while, but you're telling me you'd have been brawling the whole all out legacy on the
yes,
line, going
yeah,
100%.
yes, because the next man is out there trying to kill me. So why would I not have the same mentality? If I come in there saying I'm trying to make it to the club tonight, he's thinking I'm trying to punch your head off. I could get killed out there
That's a
because
good
I'm not
point.
taking my craft serious. And you're not. And this is boxing. You gotta perform. This is you're not a freaking 42nd Street boxer. You're the best boxer on the planet. Where everybody you're getting paid 1.3 million a minute. You can't fight for the crowd. I don't want to hear you can't fight for me just for 2 minutes. You can't box. Yo, he makes more money in 60 seconds than my whole family generation. I think, yo, like what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like I'm just keeping perspective.
I agree with you, and that's what I was saying about legacy. Like you have your legacy is about money. It's not about fighting. Like
Yeah,
no
man.
one's going like. And granted, I'm not taking anything away from Floyd. He's one of the greatest defensive boxers I've ever seen. Like his defense is crazy. But in terms of you being a fencer, he might as well be a fencer. Like that to me,
Word.
that's not boxing. A pop shot and then you run and hug. Like people
Yeah, that's
pay
the
to watch
shit.
people fight. Like it's oh
That shit got
that's
me pissed right there, yo. Like that was the shit that really pissed me off. Cause like how you hugging in like round 2? Like
yeah.
I can understand if it's like round 9, round 10, like you tired, you've been fighting or match, and like you trying to catch your breath, but like, dude, you barely got sweat on you,
Yep.
and,
And
and you
Pope,
hugging.
I think you can agree to this, Pope. Even though wrestling is fake, I still think Hogan and Andre the Giant was a bigger epic battle than this. And that's and
Dude,
that's and that's quote unquote fake. But as far as the build up, it led up to the hype.
And I
yo,
guarantee you're
and,
gonna be telling your kid about Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan before you tell him about Mayweather and Pacquiao.
and there's
Yeah.
there's there's been matches on Monday Night Raw that are bigger than this fight, yo. In terms
Nah,
of
Nah, nah, nah. I don't know about that.
impact.
nah, he's
Yo,
right.
and,
Yeah, that's kind of
Yo,
true.
remember
yo,
when
and,
Nah,
Doug
nah,
the
nah,
Dubs
nah,
was
nah.
in the ring?
I don't know about that, B. I don't know about
yo,
that.
and
What,
you trying to
Pope?
tell me there's no match you've seen on Monday Night Raw that was more hyped up and you got more excited and the shit paid off bigger than what you saw
The
last night.
only one that had me really, really hyped was the WCW takeover.
No,
That
no, no,
had
no. It was the
that
ECW. It
the
was the
ECW, my fault.
ECW
That
one.
the ECW one had me watching wrestling like every week. I'm not even gonna front. That had me a little hype. But the Pacquiao Mayweather, I don't think only the Hogan and Andre is up there on that level. As far as
Yeah, and you're
oh yeah,
overestimating the power of this
and
fight.
the Rock and maybe Stone Cold. That was big too.
Rock and Hogan. Come on,
Rock and
man.
Hogan, fucking Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels in Survivor
I
Series.
when I
Son,
say
this is
epic, when I
thousands.
say epic, Pope, I mean everybody's tuning in. Like, yo, you heard about this fight tonight? Like, that's what I'm talking about,
Yo, the
Pope.
Rock versus Hogan's up there.
Nah,
Tyson
the Rock,
Holyfield.
Yeah.
yeah,
Tyson Lennox
no,
Lewis.
Buster
Ooh,
Douglas is
Tyson
up
Lennox
there.
Lewis.
No
Nah,
one watched
that,
the
that
Buster
fight
Douglas fight.
that fight wasn't hyped up.
No, it wasn't at
I mean,
all. He was
Yeah,
surprised.
it was
And
No, it
Tokyo. They
wasn't.
had the big fly up there.
that's the
That was
biggest
big.
upset in sporting history to this day.
It was
Yeah,
a big fight.
but it
I think
wasn't.
nah,
Mike Tyson was damn near.
Nah,
It was epic. Be honest
Yo,
with you.
By that
yo,
time, people
every,
didn't want to even pay to watch Tyson anymore because they're
Yeah,
a
you
waste of
talking about
money.
after the fact, and
Yeah, he
yeah,
was already at the height.
Okay.
everybody thought that fight was gonna be cupcakes, yo.
Yeah, so
even
then
Tyson did. He was like, I was having sex the morning of the fight,
Oh, Bernard Hopkins in Trinidad, that was big too.
but it wasn't hype like this fight, man. There's
what
no
about
Yeah.
way.
Trinidad and Oscar De La Hoya? That was pretty hype.
Yeah, but no, I'm telling you, this fight is easily top
Floyd
top
and Del Hoya was big too.
top 3 like boxing wise hype fights ever. It's number 1 in my lifetime.
Ali
Hagler,
Frazier.
That's before my lifetime.
Hagler,
Those stuff were
yeah,
before me. So this is the number 1
Yeah.
probably hype sporting event
trying
in
to
my
think,
lifetime,
no,
and it became the biggest dud,
that's not
bigger
like
than
Yeah.
the Matrix Revolutions.
Yeah.
Words.
I agree with that, yo.
Maybe Phantom Menace is up there with being hyped and being just as bad.
Ooh.
No,
Oh,
because Dolph Moore
yes.
saved it. At least Dolph Moore at least they had a Dolph Moore. At least they had a Dolph Moore.
Yeah, but
At least
Denzel Washington saved the fight.
Yeah.
Dolph Moore had you coming back to see it twice.
Yo,
That's some,
Those
that's
Denzel
at least
Washington
I
memes
can
will
see
live
that.
forever.
Wait, Message
I agree with Dwayne,
Revolutions,
yo.
Phantom Menace. What are the movies like the same level?
Godzilla,
Congo,
1998.
Ooh,
Congo
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Congo, really?
Yo, Congo
Yo.
had the cups.
Yeah, tell him, man.
Oh yeah.
Congo,
Yeah.
Congo was the first
see-
movie. I was like, why is this on a cup? Hmm? Yo, Congo got offended, man. Jeez.
Hey, it's up there.
Who's even
Yo, but-
in Congo?
Ernie Hudson.
Oh, chill. What about Run Child? What's the name of that movie, yo?
That wasn't
That was a
bad.
hype.
That wasn't hype?
No, what was that Galaxy Quest?
Yeah.
No,
Nah,
not
that
Galaxy
Lost in
Quest.
Space.
Lost in Space.
Lost in
That was
Space.
kind of hype.
That was hype?
No,
That was
it's the first movie to beat Titanic's run. That's the only thing I remember from it.
That's the first movie I watched on DVD. That and The Matrix.
Nerd. Yo,
Matrix 2 though, I wouldn't call it a dud on this level.
I'll call part 3 a dud. I won't call part 2 a
Yeah.
super dud. But it led to the
Nah.
it led to the dudism.
Nah, Revolutions was pretty
But
hype.
they didn't hype 3 though, like
Part
they
2
did
is the
part
worst.
1 and 2.
Part 2's the worst.
Part 2's
No,
the best
part 3.
one.
Oh, about to say part 3 is the worst.
Wait. Hold
What do you
on.
mean?
Part 2 is better than part 1?
Part 2 to me it is. I think so.
Top
I
five.
enjoy
What?
it. I enjoy it.
Damn.
What
Might
the
be
hell
top
is
five.
wrong with you?
No, I don't hate part 1.
You might
I
lock
don't
down
hate
you might lock down the top spot of the top
Yo,
five with
That
that comment.
battle when the 2 twins with the dreads, that battle scene when they was chasing them, that scene was
Just
crazy.
Stop, just
Damn,
stop,
yo, you got
stop.
the torch.
Just stop, dude. Just stop. Just
You
stop.
got
Yo.
the touch. Yo, Hot
When
Rod,
he
man, just shut up, yo.
When he
No,
fought Mr.
that's the way
Smith.
Nah,
he
not
fought
even
Mr.
Hot
Smith.
Rod, dude.
Oh, that was hot? Y'all wildin'. Part
He's
2 's
Ultra. He's Ultra Magnus. Not even Hot Rod.
Yeah, yo.
Don't disrespect me, call me Ultra Magnus.
Yeah.
I'd rather call me Bleep or some shit than call me call me a GoBot or something before you call me that, yo.
You might be Ultra Magnus on that one, yo.
Yo, Ultra Magnus.
Ultra Magnus
no
throwing
love.
up. How you got the leader? How you got the Matrix in your chest and you soft as put it? Nah, man.
Yo, how Matrix 2 is better than part 1?
Yeah. He's good. Don't ever call me Ultra Magnus again.
Yo, you
You're the
wild,
way.
yo. I've never heard that in my life. Like
You're the
people
way.
literally go ahead, Pope.
T minus 5 minutes to flip flop.
Oh yeah. Yo,
No, I'm not flip flop on this. Part 3 is a dud. I love part 2. Part 2 to me is better than 1 is good. I didn't say 1 is whack, fellas. 2 is better.
son, do you know how much symbolism is in part 1? Like
Yo,
I always talk about college courses. That movie is a college course.
of course,
That's how
was
deep it
deep.
is.
The Matrix, because it's just we never heard of that story before.
Son,
But as far as action,
what's
part
great?
2,
Action. We're
both
talking about
part 2
all
got
around
it.
movie.
Part 2 got the story. It has the action. It has. I like part 2. Part 2 is good to me. I
When
think
they
it's
went
better.
into the building to get Morpheus, what more action do you need? He pulled the helicopter with his bare
The
arms.
scene when the dress dudes were chasing them. The
Son,
scene
they
when
are
Neo
one of the
fought Mr.
most
Smith
hyped.
in the park.
They are one of the most hyped characters in movie history since we.
But that scene
gonna be hyped
was
up.
fun though.
Ooh.
That action scene was crazy. That shit
Wait,
like
wait,
10
wait,
minutes.
wait, wait.
And they were
Question.
dropping.
10 minutes.
Wait, are the Dread Twins from
Yo.
Matrix 2 worse or better than the whole Vampire Squad and Blade 2? because they looked dope, but they lasted like 5 minutes.
Oh shit.
So
At
who is
least, at
more
least the dread,
overhyped?
at
Who's more
least the dread.
overhyped?
I'm gonna
Well,
say the blood pack was.
no. I would go with the twins because you didn't really get to see the blood pack in the promotions. Like when I went, I was like,
Mm,
oh crap, Donnie Yen's in this. Oh crap,
True.
like so you didn't see them. Promotions built up those twins, and all they did was go, and that was it. I say, yo, why are they in this movie?
The number one imposter of all time is Gandalf. That's an imposter.
Yo, at least he was in the movie though.
Gandalf took off a stick that lit up. We thought he's throw some Zeus lightning down. It was a flashlight.
To this
He
day,
was the
the only
biggest
reason why Gandalf is over,
Oh, he's gonna make a good point too.
they were like, her straight Arrested Development, her.
The NSA was like, "Hey, fellas, calm down, guys, calm down."
Yeah, like
Yeah,
time out.
Wale.
They're like, we normally don't intrude on this, but
We can't let
What?
you we can't let y'all get this bandwidth on this shit, yo. Hold on.
Wait,
yo, I would
Ant
never respect. I would never respect anything he tells me as long as I live.
Oh, man. This nigga said Matrix 2. Yo, I'm gonna have nightmares about this tonight, yo.
It's making me sick.
What the hell is wrong with Ant? I just called him.
I don't know. I added it. I seen you drop him. I just added him again. Let's see if he joins in.
Oh, because there was no answer. There you go. I'm gonna add him again.
I just tried to add him.
Okay.
Doesn't turn his camera on. Yo, how is part 2 better? Yo, I can't believe he said that.
Yo, this might be the greatest episode ever, yo.
Ultra Magnus level.
Just gonna let him talk. Let him dig a deeper hole.
How come I can't open this matrix?
I could break these cups.
Yeah, the way I'm thinking the same shit, yo.
No, you can't.
he pointed his flashlight.
So when we got cut off, Dwayne was saying why Gandalf was the most overhyped.
Oh no, I was saying my brother. I blame my brother because he was like the first one to see it. So he came to the neighborhood and was like, "Yo, wait till you guys see the movie."
No.
Is the truth.
That's not what happened, yo. He was saying he read the books. And he was like,
Nah, I thought Greg saw it before us.
Nah, we all went to see it at the same time. But he
I
read
thought
the
he saw
book.
it twice.
Nah, he read the book and was like, yo, Gandalf is mad OD. Wait till y'all see him.
He is
One
OD
of the
in the books.
greatest wizard ever. This nigga was the Duracell battery rabbit, yo.
What you call it? Had no money, man. Peter Jackson's like, we can't do a budget on Gandalf. I'm sorry.
Dude, Gandalf is the worst.
You're gonna have to fight hand to
Yo,
hand. Sorry,
he's
Gandalf.
the worst. And then the Hobbit, it made even worse. It just solidified him.
Yo, the best thing he ever did was call that horse out when he whistled. That was it, yo. That was the only coolest thing. Like, wow, that was cool. Other than that,
Nah, he killed
you cannot pass was a pretty good one.
You cannot pass.
Yeah.
by that time he was already a fraud, so it was already too late.
Nah, when he killed the Balrog, yo. You gotta give him his props, yo.
Did he though? Did he?
He did.
I don't know. It happened off screen, so I don't believe him.
Yo,
I will say the White Wizard was
stabbing
hard.
him in the chest, yo.
The White Wizard was good. When he was the Gandalf the White, he was good.
But he just changed his shirt and went to a Labor Day party. Get out of here.
He must. I think he got some buns when he died. Went over there, got some buns, came back. I'm ready to rock.
We got some new ganja. That's what it was.
Oh man, Gandalf is the worst.
Yeah, he's
kinda
up there
overhyped.
with the Pacquiao and Floyd. They
Right
might
up,
be
right up there
up.
with Superman Returns too. Don't forget that
Oh.
Rock throwing classic.
Oh, there you go.
Y'all gonna be mad at me? I didn't like. I don't hate that movie either, fellas.
Damn, yo, and you trying to be number one tonight? Yo, this is monumental.
All right, can I ask-
really-
can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Besides that, it was a remake of the same story. What was actually bad about that movie?
There's no action. He was bench pressing like everything the whole
Again,
movie.
it was a remake. What was whack? What was bad about it though? Was
What remake? Wait, remake from which one though?
as far it was the same.
It was-
storyline.
You mean a reboot, maybe?
No. It wasn't even that. It was a sequel to the other Superman movies, yo.
Yeah, that's what it was. He left, right? That was the
He
whole
Yeah.
left.
plot.
He
Something like
left to
that.
figure where his planet was at. It was what was wrong with that? When he had a son, that kind of threw me off.
Yo, I
When he
tell
had-
you, like, I used to defend it, but tell you the truth, yo, the shit, he was just a stalker, yo. He became a stalker by the end of the movie. And it fucked the whole Superman shit up, B.
I haven't
Yo,
watched that in a long time.
Yo,
it was terrible.
He did pick up an island made of kryptonite though. That was kind of weak.
That's all he did. That was his battle. Who was he fighting besides Rocks?
He was benching.
That shit was terrible.
It's
And they had
exercise, man.
Cyclops in it too.
Oh, that's right.
was
Brandon
in there?
Ruth was the
Yeah.
Superman.
Mm.
And Brandon Ruth is what, Ant-Man now? No.
But it wasn't
Adam.
it wasn't a bust. Put it that way. You didn't
It was
come out.
hyped up, and then
It
when
was-
after you watched it, you like, what did I just watch?
People were really disappointed after they watched it, yo.
It's kind
But
of
that's
No, I
from
was.
Man of Steel too. A lot of people were. A lot of people like it. A lot of people were disappointed.
And
I
I'm
don't.
not gonna.
I don't
I
mind
was-
that movie, yo.
I was kind of disappointed with Avengers as well. The second one, it didn't give me that same feeling after seeing the first one.
Dude,
I mean,
there's no way
It
possible.
might be tough to live up to that, but is it?
It's not
is
a bust, Pope. I just said as far as the hype, I was coming in like.
Is
it
it
was
Green?
part one.
Is it Green Lantern? Like Green Lantern was
No.
hyped up.
Nah,
It's
nah.
tough.
Nah. It's not Green
I
Lantern.
would say, like we were talking about it, and like when you went into the first Avengers, it had this like wow factor that was shocking. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, all these characters on screen at the same time, the culmination of all these movies put together. And so this one was like it didn't have that feeling, but it had like a familiar. You're like, oh man, these are the characters I've been watching for these past damn near 10 years, and I thought it was better just because the dialogue was fun. It was the whole movie was very nudge nudge wink wink, and Whedon got smart. He realized he didn't have to put all the characters on the screen at one time, so he kind of sectioned them off, and that allowed for the different character development and stuff like that. Ultron was cool. Like I really liked him. I mean I watched Blacklist, so no matter what he said, I'd ought to be into it.
That's a man right there.
Yeah,
James Spader.
dude, Blacklist. That's a must watch. People need to watch that show.
Yo, Dwayne, whenever you can do finally watch Avengers, you'll see
Yeah,
like
probably in August. We can talk about it in August podcast.
Ultron is basically this red in a metal suit, yo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yo, I mean,
Fucked up.
I watched Blacklist, but I stopped watching it because his daughter's an idiot and everybody else in the show is dumb, so I can't watch it anymore. I feel like when you watch something and you get disrespected, like that show has been disrespecting me. I can't.
Hey, fellas,
I learned my lesson from Dexter.
Ultron always had that type of humor because when I watch the comic or anime, he's not that funny or humorous at all.
Yeah, the
Yo.
cartoon, yeah, and in the books, it was a little bit like that.
It was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't as tongue in cheek, if you want to put it that way. But on Blacklist, Dwayne, it actually gets better. That's I have to admit. It's like the only thing is, I mean, Red's still the man. His daughter or not daughter, whatever, she's still stupid. But
Whatever.
everybody else around him, the characters get better. I think.
I'm gonna come back to it. I just there's just too many shows on and I can't watch them like when they come on. I guess so.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the season to end. That's another thing with American television. Why do we need 22 episodes?
I 100%.
Like you're gonna have 8 episodes that are just filler, and you're like, I just wasted an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of shows do that. And, that's why I like the UK shit. And I like the cable drink too. It's like 10 episodes in the season.
Yeah.
You didn't get out.
Yep, that's the UK way.
Let's
Damn.
move on with our lives, yo.
Spider-Man 3? Was that fight more
I
hype
was
than
think-
Spider-Man 3?
I was thinking about 3 too. That might be a dead too.
Oh, we got to put that one in there because after 2, which is still one of the top 3 greatest superhero movies,
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3 was kind of a bit. Yeah, you know what?
I don't know if it was hyped because I just think it was a
Venom
bad
was in
movie,
it.
yo.
It was hyped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Venom.
at the same time, everyone knew that there was mad problems going into the movie.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like everyone knew, like everyone
All
going
the
in, they was
fanboys.
like because they knew that like it was like they were doing all this behind the scenes shit. They forced the dude to add Venom to it. It was like a lot of villains, a lot of stuff.
Dude, we all watched it day one, so you can't say that.
Yeah.
If we knew
I
there
got
was a
one. I
problem,
got
we
one,
would've went in.
fellas.
What?
Red Tails was a dud, and that was hype.
That movie was not
Yeah.
It
hype.
was hype.
Yeah.
It was. Man, they
He just
had
moved
Cuban
to the
Gooding
top
was on.
three.
No, Cuban Gooding was on Sports Center. I didn't see them. I done seen a lot of. I saw a lot of people from the cast on different shows. I didn't even Spielberg himself on TV. I didn't seen a lot, and everybody like go come support it. Black movie. That shit was terrible, man.
George put his money behind it too.
That was hype to me. I saw it on the news every time I turned the channel. So I was like, let me go
What's a
see
good
this.
hyped movie?
No, no, it wasn't. Red Tails?
Hmm.
That was hype because it was like, oh, they
No,
didn't get funded. Lucas funded on the movie. It was on TV. It got exposure.
but it did, but it
Any
wasn't
hype?
something. It wasn't like Spider-Man 3, like
Yeah, it wasn't like a
Pacquiao Mayweather.
blockbuster.
Your mom is
People
talking
are,
about it. Like
People
Miami
are
Vice is
hyping
an
out
overhyped
Switch.
movie.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
Miami Vice,
what
that's an
about
overhyped.
I don't know.
anything M Night does?
Yeah, I mean,
Earth,
I think he has a reputation where no one touches his stuff anymore. So
True.
Avatar was more hyped than Spider-Man. Red Tails, yo.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean,
Avatar
Avatar
was actually
Last
kind of
broke
To the
Airbender.
hype.
billions
hype.
of dollars.
It lived
Yeah.
up to the
No, no,
hype
no,
too.
no, 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 no. I mean, Last Airbender. Pardon me. The shit
Oh,
Oh,
that
Oh, the
everybody.
last
I-
Airbender.
that's actually a lot of
Nah.
hype.
Red Tails had better promotion than that.
Hell no, dude.
Yeah,
nah,
yo,
see,
shut
you saw M
up.
Night and no one's gonna see it. No one's gonna see it. I didn't see Airbender.
I didn't
Ultra
see it either, yo.
Magnus.
That joint was
Nah, Airbender was pretty hype because the cartoon was a kid's favorite, so a lot of people went out for it, like a lot of the families and all that, and they were real disappointed.
What about that? What
But
is that?
you guys are missing like overhype. I means
Like,
everybody's going out.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like you got to
Yeah.
think about the people who don't normally go out to see these stuff.
Hmm.
So like Last Airbender can't. Like
Yeah, that's a
Godzilla
good point.
1998. That's a
Yeah.
film where
Alright.
you get.
Yeah,
old-
yeah, yeah.
I mean, like those are overhyped
Congo,
movies.
Matrix,
They had Puffy dancing with Godzilla in New York
Phantom
City.
Menace.
Internet.
My man got
That song
stuck
is
in the Brooklyn Bridge. Got stuck in the wires. I said, "Oh my, this dude takes nukes and got caught in the Brooklyn Bridge." I said, "All
yeah,
right."
baby. Man.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
He have his Metro card, yo.
Yeah, couldn't get across.
I'm trying to think of a overhyped movie.
What,
on
what,
that
what
level.
about what about Dragon Ball, yo? Was Dragon Ball overhyped?
Ooh,
I don't know, Pope. I've never seen it.
We seen it. I seen it.
I would say like Speed
That-
Racer.
Hey,
Speed
Cam,
Racer's
yo, we're gonna
hyped.
watch Dragon Ball Z. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
Speed Racer was
funny,
everywhere, yo.
Mad jokes.
That was on the Cubs.
You know what? We could probably just put anything Wachowski after Matrix.
No, Viva Vendetta is classic.
Oh, I forgot about that. Good point.
Cloud Atlas.
Apologize.
Oh, Cloud Atlas. It was hype, but it wasn't. I never watched it. Isn't it super long? Like 5
Like
hours
3
long?
hours or some shit. yo.
Control.
Shit, Phantom Menace might be up there now that you mentioned it. I'm not.
Might
It is
Might
up
be.
there.
Might be.
Of course it
It's
is.
probably number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how could we say if it's a dud if it sold so much and people came back to see
Because
it
it's a
again?
bad movie, yo.
Oh, so you must be saying that this fight was good if you're going off that terminology.
No, because it's different. Because that
Why?
means that I'll tell you why. Because to get to that, what Floyd did, you got to go see it twice. That means they came back because they liked something. Am I wrong?
Well, you know what? The thing about Phantom Menace is.
They came back to see Dolph Maul, so it
But-
had something.
Well, the thing about it
No,
is, there's
that's
people
not
that
true, Ed.
watched it that were that didn't like. They were saying it's a whole new set of fan base. So it was that was one thing that that George was saying. He was like, the original Star Wars has one set, the Phantom Menace trilogies have another set. So it's like I can see how it can still make all that money because it was like reaching a new audience. Like if you're 5, 6 years old, you never watched maybe the first one. You might have, but maybe not.
Yeah, but though the parents of those 5, 6 years old,
Yeah.
they're like, turn that damn movie off. Turn it off the TV. Like
Wait,
they're
Mom,
not
I
watching
wanna,
it again.
I want to learn about the metachlorians.
Oh my
Yeah, that
God,
was
yo.
jeez.
All right.
What about Alexander?
Alexander. Oh, yeah.
Nah, I don't think that was
Nah,
that.
that wasn't hype.
It was like an epic,
thought
but it wasn't
it was-
hype. Noah? Nah. Oh, 300? Nah.
Oh, Miami Vice. That was
Yeah.
hyped.
That was hype.
You think so?
Hell yeah. Tubbs, they were back. I was like, yo.
Oh,
Jamie Foxx.
Ali was hype, but I didn't think it got what it.
But it wasn't. It's not terrible though. Like we talking
Yeah,
about.
it's-
He almost won a
Yeah,
freaking
yeah,
Oscar
yeah.
for that shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
here
that.
we go. 10 films that didn't live up to the hype.
I would go with Terminator Salvation.
Number 1, Phantom Menace.
Look at that.
Yeah, but we all agree on that though. I agree on that one.
We don't agree on the Matrix.
These are all boo boo. Speed 2, please.
Matrix Two I don't know why. That the first people
King
that I've heard that
Kong.
said Matrix Two was not that good.
No,
mean,
we
that's
didn't say it was whack, and we just said part one. Part one is a classic to me. I don't see part two as a classic.
Well, I
yo,
see one and two are classics to me.
yo, and for the first 3 years of this podcast, I wouldn't even recognize the second two movies, yo.
Yeah.
Nah, no.
Ooh, what about the Blair Witch Project?
That was good.
The sequels?
First one.
Nah, just the first one. Isn't? I mean,
It
there's a
scared.
lot
It
of hype
caught
around
me.
it.
It scared me. I fell for the hype.
I mean, yeah, it spawned a bunch of different movies, so I can't really call it a dud. I could call Batman versus Robin chill. I could call that one overhyped with Poison
can't-
Ivy.
Not
Bang.
at,
Batman Forever?
not at the time though. We wasn't really. Yeah, yes, we was.
Yo, Greg walked out the movie theater
Yeah, I remember that we had jokes.
during
In
the film. Like, come on, man, that movie was overhyped. How you spend your money and leave?
It was bad. It was bad. And they promoted that so. Even R. Kelly had a soundtrack on that shit. Gotham City. Damn, that shit was overhyped.
No. That was from Returns, yo.
Gotham City.
I think that was the other one, yo. The one with Jim
that was
Carrey.
Freeze. That was Freeze, B.
Nah, I think that was Jim Carrey, yo.
Oh, my fault. City of Dreams. MC Hammer had a couple of.
Hope is right. Gotham City's for Batman and Robin. I mean, Ann is
Yeah,
right.
it was right.
Yeah, Gotham City released '97.
Well,
That was big. That soundtrack was big too.
well, and it's top 5. He's number 1, so he would know these type of things.
He would keep that information stored away for some reason.
Listen, the only movie I said that was in question that I said I like a lot was Daredevil, the first one. That was that was the and that might have been hype too.
Really,
that might have been hype too. That might have been hype too.
I don't think I can renew our friendship, man.
See,
when it runs
and
out,
with that, I think we're gonna
All right,
wrap it up.
listen. Hold on. Bullseye was official. Bullseye was an official character. He come out right now. People are watching him. Am I lying?
but the movie was whack. This dude was playing on a seesaw. Yo, I don't. Oh, I can't even. I don't want to talk about it. If a comic book movie comes out February 14th, you know it's whack.
It's better than Electra.
Came out on Valentine's
I
Day.
never seen Electra before. That's bad.
I don't watch Electra either.
I ain't never seen that.
All right, we're gonna wrap.
Yo, what's wrong
stop,
with you,
stop.
man?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, you.
All right, hold on.
may be the-
We're gonna
wait,
wrap
hold
this
on,
up.
chill,
We're gonna
wait.
wrap this
Yo,
up.
Ant may
We're
be
gonna
the GOAT, B.
I'm not the GOAT. How am I the GOAT? Give me a movie that got me on the GOAT level. Besides
Yo,
Daredevil.
Might be
That's-
right there with your ride
Yeah.
after tonight, yo.
No
Yo, you
way.
like-
No way. Because
Yo,
of
Ant.
Matrix 2?
Yo, Ant,
No
you think
way.
Matrix 2 is better than Matrix 1?
Yeah, but they're both good movies, though, so how can I be wrong if they're both good movies?
Yo,
Yo, I thought
you like
Spider-Man
Daredevil.
1 and Spider-Man 2 was good, but I like Spider-Man 2 more. Because Spider-Man 2 is a better movie.
Spider-Man 1 does not hold up at all.
Yeah, it does. It's classic. Like,
I
But
rewatched it.
y'all trying to tell me part
It's
1 of
mad
Matrix had a
hokey.
better story than part 2? Because part
Yes.
1 was just groundbreaking because we never seen it before, but
how was the story not better than part 2? Yo, you're living in a world that's not real. How does it get better than that, Ant?
Yeah, I like 1 and 2. You know what? I even like
How
arguing
was
was
part
better.
2 better?
Because 2
How's
had more
part- how was
action.
part two?
2 had more
You just
action.
said story. Damn, you are the king of swit. Yo, you just said
No,
the
they're
story
not.
was better,
What
and then you just said
I
part 2 got
earlier-
better action.
10 minutes ago, I said the acting was better from the twins.
All right.
Parsing, up until
30
the
seconds ago, not 36 seconds ago, you said the story was better in part 2. And then I proved you wrong, and then you switched to action.
Why did you prove me wrong? I never agreed with you on that, D.
All right. On
Which
that
story's
note,
better,
stop. Cut. All right. Final words. Pope, you're on deck.
Pope.
Yo, let's just finish this conversation. This is
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna be here for 2 hours trying
All
to
right.
defend why.
We're gonna sum it up.
All right,
The
go
car
ahead.
scene with the twins, I think we're good. When Mr. Smith fought Neo in the park, that was official. The end was
fight.
great. It doesn't.
the
The
Gumby
Gumby fight. Yes, the Gumby fight. We wasn't saying Gumby when we first seen it, so that's why I want to hear. I don't want to hear none of this right now. I don't want to hear none of this about Gumby.
Yes, we did.
The Gumby scene was good. I think it was a good movie. Oh, when they fought in the club, it just had more action to me. I could name so many scenes that was official,
So the action made it a better film.
and plus the story was good.
What
Jesus
was the story?
Christ. Yeah, what was the story? Because I don't remember.
We don't got time for that. Finish it.
Exactly.
Is that your final
Top
words?
3.
Cam, wrap it up, Cam.
That's your
Yo, the
final
action
words?
Brotherhood of the Wolf was better than Matrix 2.
Wow,
Wow,
Brotherhood
D,
of
you
the
reaching,
Wolf.
D. You reaching on
I
that one,
forgot
D.
about that movie.
Your Brotherhood of the Wolf is dope, yo.
I forgot all about that movie.
I'll never forget when I thought it was in
So
English and I
if,
got
if
tight.
that's the case,
Classic.
Highlander's better than the Matrix. If that's the case, Highlander's
What?
better than the
Highlander 1? Yeah, you
Highlander.
go watch that again. And then tell me and stay awake. There can only be one
Classic.
blade.
All right, so that was Ant's final word.
That was my final word.
That was your final word.
No, it
Pope,
was not.
He said
Pope.
no, it's not.
He said no, it's not. So I'll go back to you at the last part.
Yeah.
Pope, what's your final word?
My final word is Ant has proved himself to be king of the top 5. Maybe
Jesus
one,
Christ.
maybe 1 or 2. If he keeps acting the way he's acting, he may end up being the goat.
No.
And Dwayne, this should never ever come up with me being top 5 ever again.
No,
Yo.
you are in the. We already
Yo,
knew Ant was in
yo,
the top 5.
I'm not.
But
I'm not in the
so,
top 5, B.
Hey,
I'm not
hey,
in the
hey,
top.
hey. This is
yo,
Pope's. This is
Ant
Pope's final
separated
word.
himself.
This is
Yo,
Pope's final word. Let him
Yo,
finish.
wow,
Let
I'm
him
in the
finish.
top
Said my name.
5.
I know I'm not in the top 5, so I'm good.
You're
All
in the
right.
top 5.
Now, Dwayne, final word.
Pope, you watch movies just because you like, yo, I just wanted to pass the time. Like, I would not waste my livelihood. I don't know how long I have on this earth
Yeah,
to
that's
watch
top 1.
bootleg movies. So, anyway, my final word is actually about sushi. Yo, I meant to talk about this last week. I bought this thing. I bought a pack of tuna when I was out in Maryland. I found this nice sushi restaurant. Yo, for the price, they give you some great, delicious sushi, great cuts. Anyway, fast forward to Friday. I had to fly back to LA. I bought some white tuna. So I'm eating it for lunch. Next thing you know, I go to the bathroom. Might get graphic for you guys. I'm like, yo, why is there oil and grease in the toilet? Yo, I looked down. I was like, what is this? So I'm like, yo, I'm dying. I immediately go online. I'm doing research. I'm like, yo, did I drink last night? What did I do?
You got
I'm about to
baconitis.
call my doctor. Yo, I was freaking out. I go read about it. They were like, yo, there's a certain type of tuna. They're like, if you eat it in high quantities, this is what's gonna happen to you. So I'm like, there's no way I can get on a plane because if this,
Sound like an X-Men to me.
yo, all I'm saying is, final word: if you see white tuna, send it back. Do not eat that shit, yo. That's all I gotta say. Stay away from white tuna. Fuck you, Ant. Xavier.
Magneto, we found a Magneto.
Me, 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 me.
That was Payback D. Toronto motherfucker.
Help. Lucky I didn't bring it up on the podcast.
I know. Good looking. Maybe next episode you can.
Oh, don't worry. I got the picture. It might be the album cover for this
Yo,
episode.
next episode is Arrow episode.
I don't think we have enough time.
I don't think so either.
Good thing it's virtual. We all might start swinging on each other.
Yo, I will laugh. Somebody sounds off. I will have a heart attack. So
Hello?
we can't have no Arrow episode. We can't. Word.
Go ahead, Ant. Final word.
Yo, last week I put up a picture, with the Baltimore incident, pretty much stating that I could care less about a building when it comes to my child. And I noticed, a lot of people even personally hit me up. A lot of people didn't say nothing, but it's funny if I put I'm picking a booger on my, I'm picking a booger, son. I'll get a comment and 1,000 likes, but it's something real. People keep it to themselves and talk amongst themselves. And that right there made me. It proves that is everybody just want to talk when the cameras is on, and but when it comes to realness, people don't talk, man. So it's all show. So, but I do not back up on my words. I could care less about any building burning when it comes to my child, and but I don't condone violence. But at the same time, message is a message. So that's it. just be real, everybody. That's all, man. It's when shit gets real, and we're talking about it, debating. This is when the time to speak up instead of being quiet on it. Or don't holler at me next week in front of somebody. That's all, man. The realness, man. It's not there anymore. That's all.
So serious.
I
I
had to.
agree
I had
with you,
to.
man.
Nah,
A
I was,
lot of
that was
people.
building up for a whole week. Like it's a lot of people just phony, man. I don't like that.
I mean, we see the
Um,
outcome of what happened afterwards, so it's what has come out of it has been good. There has been press.
yeah,
The these
Yeah.
it's the
these
first
officers.
first
Yeah,
step.
I mean,
First step.
yeah, everybody was laughing at freaking Luther at the White House meeting, but
Yeah,
now everybody's talking about real issues, which is good. I mean,
yeah,
there's other issues that are going on outside of America with Nepal and all that, but
Yep.
yeah.
I mean,
That was gonna be my final word.
we got to take care of us. So
Yeah, my final word was our good friend Ridwan, aka Riz Design, is actually in Nepal right now, helping with like relief efforts and taking photos and
Good for you,
um,
man.
yeah, like he's making videos and really pushing out a lot of the media that he's out there so people can kind of see it. And so if you see us reposting, that's part of the reason because we wanted to make sure he spreads it to as many people as they can so they know what's going on out there. So shout out to that dude doing the good work.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Keep it up, man.
It's
good
crazy,
work
yo.
of the Lord.
And on that somber note, there's a table of truth.
Let's go,
and
Bulls.
and we are
Oh yeah, we
out.
won, man. Let's talk about the Bulls, man.
Oh, we forgot
Word
to talk
up, man.
about Curry
We,
won the MVP too.
who cares about Curry? All right, tell him, Luke
Derek
Kang.
West Coast.
Derek Rose is back.
Is he
He
though?
is
Is
Mimp, Mimp,
is
Mimp.
he?
Still can't read
Is
though,
he?
but he's back.
Mimp,
Give him with the
Him
head.
and him and him and Floyd
Mimp.
should
I'm what?
run a
It's
him and
pronounced MVP.
yo
Mimp.
how, him and Floyd to build a school and be the first students in that shit,
Oh,
yo.
shut up.
Nah, Derrick Rose is smarter than Floyd Mayweather.
Oh man,
I
that's
You
don't know.
see,
horrible.
you seen Floyd talking? Yo,
If I
it's
tell
like he's
Rose,
loading, like someone got
tell
a cue card.
D, can Rose spell Adidas right now?
I think he's nervous. Yeah, he could. He just got to look down at his feet, and
Yo,
it's
don't spell shoe.
Adidas. It's
Yeah,
Adidas, man.
Adidas. My fault, Adidas. My fault.
Adidas. Can Floyd
Oh
spell million?
man,
Probably
oh
not.
man, that's horrible. All right, this is Table of Truth, and we are out.
Peace.
You can listen and download to all of our episodes of The Table of Truth on iTunes. Just search The Table of Truth podcast.